Now here's one that's going to appeal to all of you, because you're here. You've got to choose your pack carefully. Who do you connect with that can help you to achieve your outcomes? Who can help you to achieve your goals? Yeah. That was almost touching. Give each other a little stroke. I laugh, we joke, but it's serious. Surround yourself with the people who will nourish you, who will nurture you on your journey to achieving your goals. You come to networking events like this. You know, I've been speaking at a few of these since I only kind of really arrived back in the UK in December, having spent most of my life out east for the last 15 years. And I've been coming to a lot of these events, and they're brilliant. And I see a lot of people talk to each other, and I see a lot of people exchange business cards. And this little voice in my head is saying, I wonder where that business card's going to end up. Under the leg of a table, folded in half, perhaps wedging the door closed because it won't shut properly. Or is it going to be used? How many of you sitting here now have actually exchanged business cards today? Good. My question to you is, so what? So what are you going to do with that business card? Do you have some kind of process for managing your connections? You've got to use that, and you've got to find the people who can nurture you, who can help you, and the first thing you've got to do is to help them. Because you don't come to events like this just to go give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. The way that these work is you give. The way that these guys thrive in the wild is that they surround themselves with other creatures who have the strength, the agility, and the focus. Every creature in that pack has its role. Watch them hunt. You've got the focused, straight for the throat guys who go in a straight line after the prey. Then you've got the ones who are a little bit more nous, a little bit older perhaps, like me and some of you, who will perhaps take a slightly different route. It's a little less energetic. They'll take a slightly different route. Guess where they are when the prey is coming towards them? They're waiting. So everyone has their role, and they all carry that role through. So surround yourself. If you have one-man bands here, I'm a one-man band. No, sorry. One-man band. Build the connections and the contacts. People who are working in teams or in small organisations, make sure that you understand each other. Make sure you've got the connection that works for you. Make sure that people know you. So that's my car being delivered. I had the great fortune a few years ago to meet the guy. I think it might be my car being delivered. Meet the guy who was the CEO of Dubai Duty Free. Have any of you flown through Dubai ever? The duty free, oh, it's like Aladdin's cave. You can buy anything from a Staple to an S-Class Mercedes, you know, you can get anything in there. And this guy, Irish gentleman, ran the whole operation. He'd been instrumental in setting it up about 30 years ago, and he'd run it right the way through. And I had the great privilege of walking the floor with him, as he put it. And he was introducing me to people out on the shop floor, on the night shift, in Dubai Duty Free, by name. Over 250 staff, he knows them by name. Not only that, but he knows if their wife has been sick, or if their wife's just had a baby, or their kids have just started school, whatever. This is a man who surrounds himself with the right people, and he gets to know them. It's the only time I've ever been in a room with a CEO. I'll change that. I've ever been in a room with a group, and when the CEO comes in, they all stand up. Not because they've been instructed to, but because they have the greatest of respect for this guy. So build your connections, get to know people as human beings. Now, I have this great love, this thing called HR, human resources. Okay, so the challenge, and we've already had this conversation.
Yeah.
The challenge is to find another name for that, because it's about human beings. So it's not like the collateral damage department, or it's like putting people into pigeonholes departments. It's about people, isn't it? So deal with people as people. Choose your pack very carefully. Your challenge before you leave here is to get to know at least 3 people well, so that when you go out of here, you think to yourself, I must get in touch with, I must contact. Yeah? Get that flowing. Otherwise, you come in, you have coffee and natter, and then you forget about it till next month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you do, then you wasted your afternoon.